Okay. So I think this is a good reminder too. And this is like all the commentary. I think I'm gonna just start like reading the commentary. Of course, you can go back and read the actual scriptures, but I just love the way commentary breaks down the scripture and explains it. But in Matthew, this is Matthew 1, of course. A part of this commentary says, because Jesus lived as a man, we know that he fully understands our experiences and struggles. Because he is God, he has the power and authority to deliver us from sin. We can tell Jesus all our thoughts, feelings, and needs. He has been where we are now, and he has the ability to still forgive, heal, and renew us. I just think that's so good because I think sometimes we could put God in this category, like an unreachable category, I think. And it just kind of makes it hard for us to sometimes commune with God when we put him in this box where we can't reach him. And it's like, we can because it says here that Jesus lived as a man. He fully knows our emotions, our experiences, what we're going through in our minds and in our hearts. And when we feel like giving up, when we feel like throwing in the towel, it clearly says he understands and he knows our experiences and our struggle, but he still can forgive, heal, and renew us. That is just so powerful and so amazing that we have a God and we serve someone that knows what we experience and knows what we go through, but he still has the power to change our situation, give us a new perspective, and help us to heal through this life, because sometimes we can get in seasons and positions. I know for me, I've been in a season where it felt like I was just heartbroken by God. Like, it was just like, God, what have I done? What have I done? Like, I'm out here trying. What have I done? But even in those moments, he understands and he knows. And it's like, I was just telling one of my friends, I think it was a meme or a post that I seen, and it was just like, you're gonna go in the lion's den. You're gonna go in there. You're going to go in that fire. But it comes to a point where it's like, God, I'm going to go in this lion's den. I'm getting ready to go through this hard season. I'm getting ready to experience this. I don't even know the outcome. But what I know, is I'm going to go through it with you. Like, I'm going to go through this with you. There is no way that I can go through anything, good or bad, and we make a choice to do it without God. That is insane. Because it is with God that we live, that we move, that we have our very being. And why even try to go through this life without God? Even in the hard seasons, even in the hard times, he gives us the stability. I'm speaking for me. He gives me the stability. He gives me the peace. And I know a lot of y'all that are watching this, you can understand and attest to this too, that he will give you the strength to go through it. He will give you the understanding. And you're not going through anything for nothing. That you are going through, either he's trying to build your character. It's just a season of going through, because we are called to suffering. That's probably hard to hear, but it's the reality. But he knows. That's just what I'm trying to get at. He knows what you are going through. He knows what you are facing, and he is with you. You just have to invite him in. I know for me, sometimes I could be so consumed in my mind with going through certain things that I just forget about inviting God into my space, inviting God into each and every moment. And he's wanting to be there with you. He's wanting to journey with you, because he is God. And what better way to go through anything is to go through it with him by your side. Because sometimes family, friends, they human too. So they just like, I'm going to pray for you. But God is just the author and the finisher of our faith. And what better way to go through it with him? But I just thought that was a good passage too. Another part, it says, Joseph was faced with a difficult choice after discovering that Mary was pregnant. Perhaps Joseph thought he had only two options: divorce Mary quietly or have her stoned. It says, but God provided a third option: marry Mary. In view of the circumstances, this has not occurred to Joseph, but God often shows us that there are more options available than we think. Although Joseph seemed to be doing the right thing by first wanting to break the engagement, only God's guidance helped him make the best decision. See? God will give us the best decision, even when we think, like with Joseph, he only thought, okay, either I'll divorce her quietly and I'll slip on out, or I'm going to get her stoned. But God was like, no, I am the one that will give you a way of escape, even when you think there's no more options. Just like it said, God showed Joseph that there were more options available, but I feel like Joseph had to lean into him in that moment. He had to invite, like I was saying earlier, he had to invite God in. And God was able to give him another way of escape. Like, no, you think that this is your only options. You think that this is the only way you can do it. But I'm going to get, even when it doesn't look right or it doesn't sound right, or your family like, girl, you crazy, boy, you crazy. That's not what you're supposed to do. God is like, follow me. I'm going to give you a way of escape. And so even in that, God was like, no, Joseph, go ahead and marry her. And I'm going to give you guys provision. I'm going to give you guys sustainability. I'm going to give you guys a way of escape. And you are going to be able to produce and raise up something that is going to save this world. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I wanted to come back on here. I might keep doing these, y'all. It's kind of fun. Just reading the commentary and just, I don't know, following and going through. What y'all think? I think it's pretty dope. I know I'll be posting my little videos with scriptures and stuff, but yeah, I think it's fun just kind of going through the scriptures and just diving in piece by piece and going through it with y'all. What y'all think? I don't know. Peace.